Mysterious. 10 rare and historical photos of World War II. Have you ever wondered about living in this world during one of the biggest conflicts in history? The best way to catch a glimpse of that time is by looking at the photos. Several photos have a mysterious history on their own that will leave you open-mouthed. Be sure to stick around to the end and learn about these 10 mysterious and historical photos of World War II. Hit the subscribe button to stay tuned. World War II was the deadliest conflict in human history, resulting in the loss of around 70 million lives worldwide. The war reshaped the world and its history in many ways. These photos will show the unexplored aspects of World War II to you. 10. Jews left shoes in Auschwitz concentration camp. Here we have a photo that really captures the tragedy of World War II. It shows a pile of shoes left behind by Jewish prisoners in the Auschwitz concentration camp. It's a haunting reminder of the atrocities committed during the Holocaust in World War II. Auschwitz concentration camp, where the Holocaust occurred, and millions of lives were lost. Among 1.3 million people, 1.1 million were murdered here. Most of them were Jews, brought here from different parts of German-occupied Europe by Nazis to its gas chamber. The piles of shoes left behind by Jewish prisoners in Auschwitz concentration camp are a haunting reminder of the atrocities committed during the Holocaust. The Nazis stripped prisoners of their possessions, including their shoes, as a way of dehumanizing and degrading them. 9. Church in Ruzev, Tiva region. This photo particularly seems normal of people in church, praying for their safety during the war. But it's not that much simple. This photo was taken in the church of Ruzev, dating back to 1941, one of the deadliest battles between Russians and Germans who fought in the same town. After 3 or 4 weeks, the photo was taken, and the town was destroyed so it didn't fall into the hands of the Nazis. All the people in the photo carried explosives to blow up everyone and everything in the town, but it didn't happen for some reason. They were determined to kill themselves instead of getting tortured by Nazis, but something else was written in their fate. Later, when the Nazis occupied the city, they shot, tortured, and starved most of the citizens in the concentration center. 8. Flying pubs. During World War II, British pilots often needed a little pick-me-up after long flights over enemy territory. In 1944, Britain's soldiers at the front were not getting enough beer to get themselves together. British brewery donated beer for the upfront soldiers, but the issue of deliverance arose. So, pilots took charge and delivered them through fighter jets. These daring missions involved flying small planes low over the English Channel to pick up gallons of beer from occupied France. The pilots risked their lives to bring a taste of home to their fellow soldiers. They once again proved that even in the darkest of times, a cold beer with friends can bring a glimmer of hope and happiness. Despite the danger and the ever-present threat of enemy fire, the British pilots' beer runs became a legend of World War II. 7. German surrender at Berlin. This photo demonstrates the end of the cruelty and brutality of Nazis in Europe when the Germans surrendered at Berlin. It was a historical moment that marked the end of World War II in Europe. The photo captures the moment when General Oberst Hans-Jürgen Stampf, representing the German army, signed the surrender document in the presence of the Soviet general. It captures that moment that would have been shrouded in confusion and uncertainty. When the Nazi regime ended, the world began to rebuild and move forward after the devastation of World War II. It's a powerful reminder of the sacrifices made during the war and the importance of never forgetting the lessons of the past. 6. D-Day from German perspective. D-Day, when all of the Allied forces attacked Nazis together to repel them. The photo captures the chaos and confusion of the invasion as German soldiers attempted to repel the Allied forces from the beaches. In the foreground, we see a German soldier firing a machine gun, while in the distance, we can see the Allied ships bombarding the coastline. The photo is an important reminder that history is not just a story of heroes and villains, but a complex web of perspectives and experiences. D-Day was a moment of desperation and fear for the Germans, while for the Allies, it was a bold move towards victory. The photo highlights the opposing sides of the war and provides a glimpse into the realities of combat. 5. Bombing in Japan. It is a black and white image that captures the aftermath of a bombing raid, with destroyed buildings and rubble littering the ground. The city in question is believed to be either Hiroshima or Nagasaki, the two cities that were hit with atomic bombs by the United States in August 1945. The photo shows the true cost of war, with entire neighborhoods reduced to rubble and twisted metal. It is a stark reminder that war has ramifications far beyond the battlefield and that innocent civilians often pay the highest price. It is a sobering image that serves as a powerful reminder of the destructive power of humanity's worst impulses. 4. Liberation of Dachau concentration camp. Here's a powerful and difficult photo to look at that will fill your eyes with tears. The liberation of Dachau concentration camp is one of the most poignant moments of World War II. The photo captures the emotion and trauma of the prisoners as they are finally freed from the horrors of the camp. Prisoners were kept here during the Holocaust, some of whom are too weak to stand as they crowd around their liberators, looking understandably emotional and exhausted. The sense of oppression and dehumanization is insane, and it's clear that these individuals had been subjected to unimaginable suffering during their time in Dachau. 3. Flag raising in Iwo Jima. The photograph of the raising of the flag in Iwo Jima has become one of the most endearing symbols of the war and is still revered as a powerful tribute to the bravery and sacrifice of American troops during World War II. On February 23rd, a group of U.S. Marines climbed to the top of Mount Suribachi, the highest point on the island, and planted the American flag. Rosenthal was the one who captured this iconic moment, and his photograph became an instant sensation. It was eventually reproduced in newspapers and magazines all over the world, and was even turned into a U.S. postage stamp. The battle was fought from February 19th to March 26, 1945, and was one of the bloodiest of the war, with roughly 6,800 Americans and 20,000 Japanese casualties. 2. People around SC-1000 in Leningrad. This picture from Leningrad shows the people gathered around the bomb, which was meant to kill them all. In 1943, during the height of the siege, a German plane dropped a huge SC-1000 bomb on the city. The bomb was designed to cause maximum destruction, with a weight of 1 ton and the ability to penetrate several meters of concrete before exploding. However, in a stroke of luck for the citizens of Leningrad, the bomb failed to detonate upon impact. The photo of people gathering around the unexploded bomb in Leningrad is a haunting reminder of the daily horrors that civilians faced during the siege. The bomb is an ominous presence in the photograph, looming large and threatening in the foreground. The people in the photo are dressed in heavy coats and hats, a testament to the freezing temperatures and lack of resources that they were enduring. 1. Canadian military uniform. During World War II, Canada faced a unique problem regarding military uniforms. This photo clearly shows what they wore to become particular among the Allies. Unlike other countries involved in the war, Canada did not have a specific military uniform that they could use. As a result, Canadian soldiers had to use sporran, a traditional Scottish pouch, to hold their belongings. Instead of seeing this as a disadvantage, Canadian soldiers embraced this quirk and even used it to boost morale. The use of sporrans by Canadian soldiers during World War II was seen as a humorous nod to the fact that they didn't have a proper uniform. Wearing sporrans became a badge of honor for Canadian soldiers, who proudly flaunted them as a symbol of the country's resilience and adaptability. World War II was a pivotal event in the history of the world, and these 10 rare and historical photos provide a glimpse into the unique and varied experiences of those who lived through it. If you enjoyed watching our video, hit the subscribe button for more amazing videos like that. Be sure to check out our next video.